Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double. Today we're doing Masechah Shabbos, Perek Beis, Mishnayos Hey and Vav. Today is Friday, so tonight we'll be reciting the Perek of Bamim Adlikin during right before Ma'ariv. So it's interesting to learn it. Ito v'shaito, whatever they say. Okay, hey, Ito v'zmano. Hey, Hamechabes Haner Mimneshu Misyarab Bnei Goyim. Someone who extinguishes a candle, right, is afraid of the Goyim, right? The Goyim were, I don't know, it's the time of Shmad, they're running after the Jews. If they see there's light in the house, right, they're going to see them zuzah by the door, they'll kill them. So you extinguish the lights, they don't know anyone's home. They may list them, or there's people, they're bandits, or raiding people's houses, stealing people's houses, hurting them potentially. I'm going to go with the Pshat of the Rambam over here. The person has a sickness, he might die. Or a person's very sick, he needs to sleep. He needs to get rest, otherwise his sickness is going to get worse. He could possibly die. Pater. The reason you're pater in these cases is because all these cases are pikuach nefesh. And pikuach nefesh is docha, even hilchas Shabbos. Kichas al aner, kichas al hashemen, kichas al psila chayev. The Mishnah states, according to the Tanna Kama, someone who he's a poor person, so he lights a candle with a lot of shemen zayis. He's very machmer. But after it lasts for a little bit of time, right, till the beginning of his meal. So you can eat by the candles a little bit. Then he blows out the candle. He wants to keep the glass holder from not getting a lot of use, or he wants to save some oil, or he wants to save the wick. They could use it again. Chayev. In that case, you're chayev according to the Tanna Kama, because the Tanna Kama holds that amlacha she'ena tzricha legufa you're chayev. It's machlokas or Shimon Rav Yehuda will talk about this famous machlokas. You do malacha, but not for a positive purpose. You do it. You extinguish the candle to save something else. You're not doing it to improve the wick, to improve the candle holder, or to improve the oil. You're just doing it to save something. It's not for a positive, or it's not for the intention of the malacha in the Beis Hamikdash, in the Mishkan. You're chayav nonetheless, according to the Nagam. Yossi, poter bekula and chusman apsila mneshu asa pacham. He exempts in all the cases. Yossi holds like Reb Shimon, you're poter all that, except when you extinguish the wick, right? Because the wick, you want it, usually like we learned before, you singe a wick. You light it once in order that it lights better. So when I extinguish the wick, it makes it better the next time. So I'm improving it over there. So in that case, the Melacha Shricha Lagufa, you're going to be chayav. The Rav, Raja Parjuna points out, Ein Alacha Rabbi Yossi, and Yachan Boa, Tiferes Yisrael, comments, how could that be? All right, we pass him like Rabbi Shimon. How could the Alacha be like Rabbi Yossi? Sounds like the Rav is passing Rabbi Yehuda. We'll talk about that in Yom Tzion and try to reconcile the Shita of Rav Avadia. Three sins cause a woman to die in the middle of childbirth. The three mitzvos that uniquely belong to women. Nida, right? They're the one who's familiar with what's going on over there, so it's up to them. Challah, they're the ones that are baking challah for Shabbos, so they have to take challah off. Adlakas haner, this is a mitzvah on women because they're in the house most of the time. These are mitzvahs ala bayis, right? Since women spend most of the time in the house, these mitzvahs, at least adlakas haner and challah, these things happen generally in the household. So therefore, they're the responsibility of the woman. So therefore, childbirth is a time of sakana, like the Gemara says, that oftentimes b'shas sakana, Hashem weighs your merits against your debits, and if you have debits, you could exact punishment. Specifically, you would exact punishment at a time of sakana. Sakana, you're more in danger, so then the scales are brought out, quote unquote, and you have to get a din, whether your merits outweigh your debits outweigh your merits. So therefore, by these things, which are the woman's responsibility, these are more likely to cause her to potentially die during childbirth. Shouldn't happen to anyone. Hope you enjoyed today's share. Stay tuned for Yom Tzion, where I discuss Mishnah Hay in more detail.